We have our anthem that will be sung by
the state by Cheshire. They managed to do the 200-yard medley relay, 1 minute, 43.99 seconds. Quite speedy indeedy from Cheshire there back in 2017. See if anybody can stack up, who can match up to that tonight. We've got a lot of representation from around the state. A few more schools have now entered the water for heat number 2. In lane 1, we see Middletown. Swimming for them, Emma Piacenza, Carrie Go, Isabella Sparrow, and Erin Tortora. In lane 2 from Conard, Rosalie Alonso, Ella Hall, Rachel Matthews, and Claire Haverly. In lane 3 from Bethel Immaculate, Tori Swearingen, Julia Herbert, Danica Roche, and Carolyn Hughie. Lane 4 from Hall, Lexi Dominguez, Mindy Zhao, Claire Nordquist, and Ziggy Edney. From New Canaan in lane 5, Samantha Haley, Caitlin Knowles, Emma Peloso, and Teresa Kelly. Lane 6 from Wilton, Hannah Looney, Maya Cruiser, Savannah Bhagavatula, and Phoebe Bragg. And lane 7 from Shelton, Tara Maldisi, Ava Pichonieri, Morgan Bucciarati, and Mia Maldasi. Lane 8 from South Windsor, we see Celine Nguyen, Grace Zheng, Grace Yang, and Sarah Lambert. This again, heat number 2 of the 200-yard medley relay. Checking a look at the scoreboard there. Looks like lane 5 is out to a lead, followed by lane 4 and then 6. New Canaan in lane 5. Lane 4 is Hall. Lane 6, Wilton. As we start to see our final relayers for this heat enter the water, doing the freestyle. Here they come down and back. Each girl responsible for 50 yards of the 200 yards needed for total. And it looks like lane 5, far and away, at least a second ahead. And there it is. Lane 5 touching the wall there. First place, 1 minute, 53.35 seconds. Lane 2, 1 minute, 55.40 seconds. Or excuse me, lane 4 in second place, and then lane 6 in third place. 1 minute, 57.33. So New Canaan taking first place on that one. Hall in second. And Wilton right behind them. Well done to all of our swimmers. Well done to all of our swimmers there. And the energy is electric in here. I don't know if you guys can tell from at home there, but there's standing room only. There is standing room only here at Cornerstone Pool. Every bleacher has a behind in it. Every seat, every open space is filled. If you didn't get here early, you might not have found a seat, because everybody's here and everybody's excited. Lots of fans, lots of families, lots of coaches and swimmers lining the pool. Here we are, heat 3. In lane 1, we see Darien with Caroline Geese, Erin Lukey, Jasmina Ushkai, and Lisa Jalakas. Lane 2, New Milford, Francesca Fusco, Lucy Trinsky, Megan McLaren, and Alexis Pancrazi. In lane 3, Newtown, Ella Siever, Grace Fisher, Zoe Peter Tonjes, and Alexa Kwarzinski. Lane 4, Amity, Elizabeth Bodie, Maria Lee, Amanda Ford, and Arya Molmy. Lane 5, Cheshire, Natalia Gajecki, Gabriella Williamson, Carly Cahill, and Grace Henke. Lane 6, Farmington, Jay Rout, Jenny Liu, Abby Bartlett, and Alexandra Urbanowitz. Lane 7, from Fitchcoop, we see Caitlin Kumpf, Laura Letier, Elliot Singer, and Anna Orphanides. And in lane 8, from Ward, Adriana Spellman, Abigail Ripka, Kimberly Velasquez, and Lillian White-Charles. And here we are on the third leg already of this relay, getting ready for our fourth relayers to enter the water, looking like lane 4 out to a slight lead over 5. They managed to touch the wall there at 1 minute 23.99 seconds. And I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. It is so noisy. The fans are up, they're hooping, they're hollering, they're on their feet, there's pom-pom swinging, everybody's screaming. No one's gonna have a voice. Everyone is hyped to see who touches first. Lane 4. Lane 4, look at that scoreboard. Lane 4, 1 minute 49.52 seconds. Lane 5 right behind them, 1 minute 49.76. So close. You see in lane 3 taking 3rd place there. So lane 4, that's Hall High School. Great job to them. Lane 5, that's going to be New Canaan. And lane 3, Bethel Immaculate, taking the 1, 2, and 3 spots there. That again, control there for a second. I thought this place was going to come down. Everybody was on their feet. Everyone. I love it. But you don't tend to think of swimming necessarily as a team sport, but I have learned that is quite untrue. Everyone participates. I've seen swimmers on the sides of the pool encouraging their fellow swimmers who are in the pool. On the longer races, you'll see swimmers literally putting a sign down in the water to indicate how many laps are left for the swimmer in the water. You can't discount the level of energy that they're pouring in from the edges of the pool into their swimmers who are in the water. Right? It's a team effort all the way around. And I love to see the spirit. I love to see it. I love to see that it doesn't just end at the borders of West Hartford. There's WeHa spirit all over the state. New Canaan brought their spirit. Cheshire brought their spirit. Newington's here. Darien's here. Fitchcoop, Middletown, Kennedy High School, Naugatuck, E.O. Smith, Maloney. Everybody is here. Ward, Amity, Cheshire. Jeez. So many. I love it. Shelton, South Windsor. Love this. I love seeing this. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for joining us. If you're watching on WHCI on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not watching on WHCI on YouTube, you can still go over there and hit that subscribe button. We appreciate you. And you can check out all of the good stuff that we bring you. We don't just do swimming, we do it all. If you're a WeHa hockey head, we got hockey coming up, and we're looking for announcers. If you know what you're talking about when it comes to the ice, when it comes to the puck and the sticks and the goalies and all that good stuff, we'd love to hear from you. We take volunteers at WHCI for the community, by the community. So if you're in WeHa and you got a passion or a talent you want to express and contribute, we'd love you to join us. So we've got some swimmers in the water now, just kind of warming up. A lot of heats on every one of these events. I think on every single event, I'm going to say most of them don't. So there's a lot of cool down time. You want to get these warm-up laps in between races so that you're at peak form when it's time to actually get in there and compete. As soon as we get right back there, hey, WeHa, hey, New Canaan, hey, Ward, hey, everyone watching right now, stay with us. We're back. My name is Chris Prentice. We're here live at Cornerstone Pool in West Hartford, Connecticut for the CIAC Class L Championship, girls swimming. Freestyle. Heat 1. Taking a look in the pool, we see in lane 1, Sofia Pacheco. We see in lane 2, Amelia Belisca Gutman. Lane 4, Olivia Edwards. Lane 5, Ellie Park. Lane 6, Lila Harhay. Lane 7, Lucy Pinsence. And lane 8, Catherine Vieira. Taking a lead over the pack, very slight. Less than 1/10 of a second between her and the next 5 swimmers. Looking at the state record, that was set back in 2022, just last year. Looks like Anam Olaswari was able to complete it in 1 minute 47.9. That was set back in 2016 by Elizabeth Boyer. She did it in 1 minute 1 minute 50.97 seconds. And here they go. That's going to be the final wall touch, and now the home stretch. First place. Very quick swimming there in that first heat. Not quick enough to take the record, but everyone in the pool looks to have met the qualifying time. Just about. So the qualifying time there, the Class L qualifying time is 2 minutes 7.59 seconds. Looks like most swimmers were able to do that. As we get ready now for Heat 2. A couple of swimmers in the pool now just warming up. As our swimmers get lined up. Heat 2. In lane 1 we see Megan Joe. Lane 2, Mary Sampara. Lane 3, Bridget Moore. Lane 4, Caroline Ward. And lane 8, Gracie Loney. This again, the 200-yard freestyle. This pool from end to end is 25 yards. So to make it down and back once is only a quarter of the way through this race. So 8 full passes of the pool is what each girl needs to do. And they're all able to do it. Looking at seeing prelim times of 2 minutes, 2 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 second, 2 minutes even. They're all right in that same range. Taking a look at the scoreboard now at this next wall touch. They're all right neck and neck with each other. 0.2 of a second. So a very competitive heat, these 8 girls. If you look just with the naked eye in the pool, it looks like they're all in single file line, swimming stroke for stroke with one another. It's on last place swimmer at that last wall touch. Here we go now, the final, the home stretch. Who's it going to be? No one decisively pulling away with it. Lane 1, Megan Joe. Megan Joe of Conard High School taking first place there. Second place, lane 6, Abigail Gortel from Darien. And in third place, lane 7, Vanessa Anderson from Cheshire. Congratulations to those 3, and well done to every swimmer in that pool. I told you, looking at those seed times, those prelim times, it matches up to what we see on the scoreboard. I can't wait to see what we see in Heat 3. Here comes Heat 3. Again, this is the 200-yard freestyle. As we see our swimmers getting ready now, donning their swim caps and goggles, taking their positions, about to dive in. Lane 1, we've got Elsie Fedoronko, Annabelle Superchi in lane 3, Madison Marcosia in lane 4, Adriana Spellmans in lane 5, Miriam And here we go. Stepping up are our 8th swimmer, not out of reach. Looking at the scoreboard, looks like lane 4 out to an early lead, followed by lanes 6 and then 2. That's lane 4, that's Addison Marcosia. And she's hanging on to her lead at this next wall touch. Looks like the positions are holding for the most part. Battling for second place though, lane 2 and 6, touching the wall at precisely the same time, 56.17 seconds. That's Zoe Peter Tonjes and Miriam. But lane 4 now starting to pull away with it. Addison Marcosia extending her lead to more than a second. Nearly 2. And as we enter the home stretch now, the room has erupted. So much energy in here right now. People are jumping. It's coming down to it. Lane 4, lane 6, who's it going to be? That's lane 4 and lane 6. Wow. Look at the time difference. Lane 4 first place, 1 minute 55.25 seconds. Lane 6 second place, 1 minute 55.55 seconds. A difference of 0.3 of a second. Amazing. Lane 3, or rather lane 2, taking third place. That's Zoe Peter Tonjes. Lane 6 in second place, Miriam Ewell. And first place, lane 4, Addison Marcosia. Excellent job to all of these swimmers. You can see Addison gunning for that record time. She almost matched her prelim time with that swim there. The prelim time was about, what, 2/10. Gotta admire the athleticism, the stamina, the cardiovascular strength, you know, the body, the coordination. Every muscle group in the entire body is used when you're swimming. So hats off to them. As we get ready now, swim the entire length of the pool with all 4 different swim styles, that being the backstroke, the breaststroke, the butterfly, and the freestyle. In lane 1, we see Lynch. Megan was able to do it in 1 minute 59.13 seconds that year. Very fast, very fast. 15, 2 minutes, 1 second, .91. Let's see if anybody can get close to that. Looking at the prelim times, makes those run for it. Lane 5 by just 2 seconds there, or a second and a half rather, and lane 3 taking third place. So that's Elizabeth Veter in first place. Here we are at the next wall touch here. Looks like lane 6 and 8 have stepped it up. 5th lane looks like it to be the first place holder at that last wall touch. 5, 4, and 3. And suddenly, lane 7 and 8 are at such a young age. Many of them, I see a lot of juniors and freshmen here. Junior, sophomore, and freshmen, not all seniors. In fact, I think seniors might be the most outnumbered class. It's mostly juniors. And the swimmers around the edge of the pool just cheering there. Well deserved. He's just going down the line, and everybody gets to hear their teammate shout it out, their friend, their colleague, their 200-yard IM. They're in the water. In lane 1, Mindy Zhao. Lane 2, Julia Herbert. Lane 3, Alexa Kwarzarski. Lane 4, Julia Barton, Grace Henke. And lane 8, Caroline Geese. Looking at the scoreboard, after that it's a bit of a toss-up as the field is stacked. Everyone else is quite neck and neck. Trying, they're gunning for it. They're certainly gunning for it. No lack of heart in the pool. No lack of tenacity. Lane 4 is Julia Bardo. Julia Bardo. If anybody's going to get that record tonight, it might happen right in front of us. Get that Class L. Oh, so wait a minute. Did she? That's a new record. That's a new Class L record. That is a new Class L record by Julia Bardo. 2 minutes. Well done. Well done. She beat her prelim time. I'm sorry, Megan Egan. Your long-standing record has been broken. Julia Bardo, well done. Well done to all of our swimmers. History right there in front of us. That was amazing. For our next event, this one's going to be a real sprint. This is the 50-yard freestyle. 50-yard freestyle. It's going to be kind of nuts. So listen, 50 yards. Again, I told you this pool is only 25 yards end to end, so that means down and back. They're going to jump in the water, swim to our end here on the near end, and then swim right back. Looking at the state record, Anam Al-Sawari, she was able to do it in 2021. She did it in this, again, the girls' 50-yard freestyle. If you don't know, this one's a sprint. If you blink, you might miss it. It's down and back. They hop in, they swim to this end, and they swim right on back. You got to leave it all out there. Yes, breath control and technique are important, as always. But this one is just all out, push, 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 straight to the end. Don't save anything in the tank. Burn it all. So as our officials just square away our swimmers as we get ready to swim. Just want to thank you guys one more time for joining us live here on WHCI. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on NFHS Network, thank you for joining us there as well. We appreciate you. We appreciate the eyes from all over the state. Thank you to the CIAC for organizing this and getting us all out here and putting it on. Thank you to Cornerstone Pool for hosting it. Town of West Hartford. Very nice, very, very nice. And as the energy in the room turns up a bit as we get our in-the-room announcements going here. Just a quick shout-outs to the girls. We get ready. All right, the girls are taking their positions. This again, the 50-yard freestyle, event number 4. They're in. And it's an all-out sprint, ladies and gentlemen. They're going for it. They are going for it. Torpedoes. They need to be torpedoes in this water. On this one, there's not even checking in who's in first place, who's in second. We're going to see right now who's touching this wall first. That's our winner. Who's it going to be? Boom, there it is. Lane 3 taking first place, Johnny Patrick. Second place, lane 5, Julia Waisaka. Third place, lane 8, Cecilia Peck. Very well done to all of our swimmers here. They're all pretty much matching up to their prelim times. And all coming in under the Class L qualifying time. Lane 3, Ziggy Edney. Lane 4, Jasmina Ujkai. Lane 5, Alexandra Urbanowitz. Lane 6, Teresa Kelly. Lane 7, Abby Bartlett. And lane 8, Ella Shaler. And just like that, we're almost done with this race, just as long as it took me to actually read their names. The race is just about over. Let's see who's got it. From the naked eye, it looks like maybe lane 4. No, lane 4 is in second place. Lane 6, that's taken. to their prelim times. Coming in right about the 25, 26 second mark. And that's what we've got again this time. Very nice. And here we come as we get ready. We get ready for heat number 3. Okay, just took a quick pause there to hear what the PA announcer in the room was saying. He was just shouting out that that record is officially broken from the other event, Julia Bardo and the girls 200 IM. Official, it's official, it's been announced, it's in the record books. Julia Bardo, one more shout out for you, well done, brand new record. In the 200 IM. All right. So, getting ready now. This is going to be heat number 3. The 50-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we've got Lillian White-Charles. Lane 2, Lisa Jalakis. Lane 3, Veda Conjitera. Lane 4, Anya Conjitera. Lane 5, Anna Orphanides. Lane 6, Gabrielle Williamson. Lane 7, Megan Lucier. And lane 8, Jane Harhay. So we got one more sprint here. They're in. They're in. Looking at their prelim times, everybody came in right about 24 seconds. Let's see if anybody can beat their own prelim times, or even better, take one of these records. Not able to just with my naked eye see who's in the lead. They're all about neck and neck. There it is, lane 5. Lane 5, Anna Orphanides taking first place. Second place. Again, that one's a sprint. You know, you got to stay focused. Even though it's quick, you got to stay focused. You got to keep your head in the game. At a traditional swim meet, we might see some diving right now. But given the nature of the event and the nature of diving, the two will not take place on the same evening. Diving requires silence, it requires patience, it requires a lot of time. And not that that's a bad thing, it's just that we started at 6, and there's 3 heats per event already, with 11 other events. It's just not feasible. So we have diving on a different day. Much to my chagrin, I got to tell you, I do love the diving. It's a nice palate cleanser, especially right after that sprint. You know, we slow things down, we rearrange the pool even a little, and we kind of get treated to like kind of a water ballet. We got to see some poise and some grace. But in the name of efficiency, we've gone ahead and moved that to a different day. So no event number 5. Event 5 would be diving. The next event that you will see will be event number 6. That'll be the 100-yard butterfly. So we're gonna let the girls hit the water right now. They're warming themselves back up. Like I said, a lot of heats, a lot of downtime for some of these girls. So you gotta keep limber, you gotta keep the joints mobile. We're gonna let them do that, and we will check back in with you in just a moment. Hey, West Hartford. Hey, Connecticut. Hey, everybody. Hey, citizens of Earth. If you're watching this right now, stay with us. This is the CIAC Class L Championship. Samantha Haley, and tied for third. It's the first time I've seen that happen. Tied for third, lanes 1 and 4. Elliot Singer and Jasmina Ujkai. Competitive field out here tonight. In this heat, doing a bit better to outdo themselves in their prelim times, I've noticed. Most swimmers able to outdo themselves this time around. Now we get ready for our third and final heat for the 100-yard butterfly. 8 more swimmers up. Lane 1, Jay Rout. Lane 2, Francesca Fusco. Lane 3, Elizabeth Bodie. Lane 4, Natalia Gajecki. Lane 5, Anna Orphanides. Lane 6, Emma Peloso. Lane 7, Amanda Ford. And lane 8, Ilse Fedronkono. Taking a look at the Class L record for this one. That's a long-standing one. 1987 is when Janelle Jorgensen set that record. 55.39 seconds for the Class L 100-yard butterfly. Pretty impressive. That's a long-standing. That record is older than I am. That's been standing for a while. We've seen one record broken tonight, maybe another. Let's see. Take your marks. There it is. And at this stage, no clear first place holder. Not yet, anyway. All very competitive, very much neck and neck. As we reach the midpoint of this race, we'll see who's in the lead at this first wall touch here. Lane 4. Lane 4 out to a slight lead over lane 5. And then lane 1. Lane 4, that's going to be Natalia Gajecki. Lane 5, that's Anna Orphanides. And lane 1, Jay Rout. Let's see if those places hold as we enter this final stretch here. The final sprint on this race. Who's taking first place in heat 2, rather heat 3 of the 100-yard butterfly? Who is it? Lane 4. Congratulations to Natalia Gajecki. Lane 5, Anna Orphanides, and lane 6, Emma Peloso. Taking first, second, and third in that order. Well done, ladies. Well done. But that 30-something-year-old record, still standing. 1987, going strong. Good job, Janelle. And good job to our modern-day swimmers. They did an excellent job. They brushed up against the record. They didn't quite get it. But valiant efforts, impressive displays nonetheless. And there is no loss of enthusiasm as we march on. As you can hear, there's no loss of enthusiasm as we march on. The swim meet has been underway for about an hour, a little over, and everybody's excited as though they just got here. These girls have been swimming for an hour, and everybody is they're ready to do backflips into the water. No diving tonight, though. We already discussed that. No backflips into the water. They'll just have to do their backflips on the side of the pool. It says no running. It doesn't say no backflips. Anyway, event number 7 is what we're prepared for now. The 100-yard freestyle. Just like that, we got 8 swimmers on the water. Lane 1, Savannah Moore. Lane 2, Lily Jason. Lane 3, Aria Molmy. Lane 4, Julia Waisaka. Lane 5, Cora Duchette. Lane 6, Ellie Schlater. Lane 7, Elizabeth Lake. And lane 8, Lauren Smiley. This again, the 100-yard freestyle. Looking at the scoreboard after first wall touch, it looks like lane 5 is out to an early lead, but not by much. Lane 8 and 7 right behind her. And then lanes 3 and 4 tied up right behind them. Very competitive field, a lot of really competitive races. Every heat has come down to just within a second or two. And in most cases, less than a second. between first and third place. Looks like lane 5, Cora Duchette is going to take first place here, followed by lane 3, Arya Mulmy. And lane 7, Elizabeth Lake, taking the first, second, and third place spots. Well done. Well done to all of our swimmers. Those records still standing, but new personal bests being set for sure. A lot of the swimmers here outdoing their prelim times. Very well done. The biggest competition is usually against yourself. So if you can outdo yourself every time you get into that water, that's progress. And so as Heat 1 extracts themselves from the water, they backstroke their way over here. They come on out. We get ready for Heat 2. Heat 2 of the 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we see Layla Harhe. Dializa Limani is in lane 2. Ziggy Edney in lane 3. Gracie Loney in lane 4. Jalen Wheeler is in lane 5. Teresa Kelly is in lane 6. Audrey Shiraj is in lane 7. And Vanessa Anderson. If I had to guess, I'd say lane 4, and I'm correct. Lane 4 out to a very slight lead. Lane 5 right behind her. Excuse me, lane 6 right behind her. And lane 5 right behind her. 4, 6, and 5 holding first, second, and third at first wall touch. Let's see what happens as we come into this home stretch. Which swimmer's going to turn on the jets right now and cause an upset victory? The race is over. Lane 5. Lane 5, Jalen Wheeler taking first place. Lane 6, Teresa Kelly taking second. And lane 4, Gracie Loney taking third. Excellent swimming. Excellent swimming. Getting closer and closer to those records for sure. But again, all the swimmers, nearly all swimmers outdoing their own personal bests, or at least their prelims. And here's Heat 2 now. Just backstroking their way across the pool towards us. They get ready to extract themselves from the pool, while we get ready to see our third heat. Here comes the third heat of the 100-yard freestyle, event 7 of tonight's swim meet. This being the CIAC Class L Championship. Thank you once again for joining us on WHCI, on YouTube, and on NFHS Network. If you're watching there as well, welcome. So here comes Heat 3 of the 100-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we will see Megan Lucier. In lane 2, we'll see Jane Harhe. Lane 3, Lisa Jalakas. In lane 4, Anya Conjatira. Lane 5, Veda Conjatira. Lane 6, Annabelle Superchi. Lane 7, Bridget Moore. And lane 8, Carly Cahill. This will be the third and final heat for the 100-yard freestyle. Looking at their prelim times, very impressive times on the prelim. Very impressive times. No one over 55 seconds. 55.67 is the highest I see. And that's pretty darn fast. I don't know if you guys know. But to make it down and back across this pool 4 times in under a minute is just, to me, it's nuts. It's outrageous, and every girl here has been able to do it. Boom, they're in the water. This is Heat 3. Looking at the state record, 2022, 49.88 seconds by Anam Olaswari. The Class L record from 2014, Katie Powell, she did it in 51.16 seconds. Let's take a look at the scoreboard right now. Who's in first place? First place is going to go to lane 4. Right now, Anya Conjetiera is in first place. And she's followed swiftly by lanes 3 and 5. Let's see if she can hang on to it. Lane 4. It looks like she's gonna. Lane 5's giving her a run for her money, but we'll see. There it is. And that's the race, lane 4. Anya Conjetiera able to hold on to her first place lead and take it all the way home. I'm gonna assume that lane 5, Veda Conjetiera, is probably her sister. They go to the same school, Wilton, and they have the same exact last name. They got first and second place. Well done to them. That's a swimming family right there. And here's Lisa Jalakis in lane 3, taking third place. Very well done by all of our swimmers. Truly impressive performances. And our officials doing an excellent job of keeping us moving right along as these swimmers extract themselves from the pool. I can see our next swimmers taking their positions for the upcoming event. That's going to be a slog. This is a big one. This next one, this is a long haul. Endurance for sure. This has got to be the most endurance intensive and cardiovascular system taxing race in the event, in the entire evening, in this meet. This next event will be event number 8, the 500-yard freestyle. 500 yards. Again, this pool end to end is 25 yards. These girls are going to have to go down and back 20 times from end to end, from the far end to our end and then back 10 times. Cross the pool, the entire length of the pool, 20. To me, I know I'm saying it like 5 different ways, but it's mind-boggling to me that anybody would be able to even do this, let alone in the times that I'm seeing on this sheet right now. The prelim times, no one took more than, 5.5 minutes or so to do it? Pretty impressive. Taking a look at lane 1, we see Lucy Pinsence. Lane 2, Morgan McDonough. Lane 3, Anna Shu. Lane 4, Cece Costa. Lane 5, Leah Dale. Lane 7, Catherine Vieira. Excuse me, I'm getting my numbers mixed up. Lane 6 is Catherine Vieira, and lane 7 is Kylie Medina. Lane 8 is Caroline Colvin. So these girls, they've got a long race. They've got a long race ahead of them. We're less than a minute into this, and it looks like the state record was set back in 2005 by Kristen Frost. She was able to do it in 4 minutes, 46.99 seconds. That's the fastest. So just that should give you some context. The previous races were being finished in under a minute. The state record took nearly 5 minutes for this one because it's just a long haul. It's just so endurance intensive. The technique and breath control required, and then the focus required that you must maintain throughout. That's the real challenge here. Everyone here knows how to swim. Every swimmer on the team can swim up the pool and back. But who can actually keep their breath control, keep their mind focused, keep their body in order? You know what I mean? There's a lot to master. And so hats off. Kudos to these young ladies. Taking a look at the scoreboard, it looks like lane 1 is out to a lead. The rest of the pack following up. Lane 1, that's going to be Lucy Pinsence. Out to a lead, but not by much. The Class L record was set way back in 1993 by Melanie Viezi. And she was able to finish this up in 4 minutes, 49.97 seconds. Again, pretty speedy, under 5 minutes. I'm looking at the Class L qualifying time the auto qualifying time would be 5 minutes 47.50 seconds. So 5 minutes and 47.5 seconds is what the Class L, the CIAC Class L division expects you to be able to do. And taking a look at the prelim times, most girls were able to do that. Most girls were able to do exactly that. Lane 4 looks to have taken the lead here at this most recent wall touch, as we're about halfway through this one. Touching the wall at 3 minutes, 16.83 seconds, and being followed up swiftly by lane 3, 3 minutes, 18.06 seconds. Lane 4, that's going to be CC Costa. Out to a slight lead there. At the most recent wall touch, looked like lane 4, Cece hanging on to that lead. She's found her rhythm, she's found her groove, and she's just riding with it. Lane 4, then lane 3, then lane 5. Although lane 2 is pushing up. We'll see at this next wall touch who's in the lead. Lane 4, CC Costa. Lane 3, and in third place, lane 2. 4, 3, and 2 in that order. CC Costa, Anna Shu, and Morgan McDonough. And there's the official ringing the bell over lane 4, letting CC Costa know she's hitting the home stretch here. Just one more time down and back, as she has now developed quite the commanding lead over the rest of the pack here. CC Costa gonna take it home. At this point, no one can stop her. She's taken first place. Here it is. Bam, lane 4, CC Costa taking first place. Lane 3, Anna Shu in second place. And lane 5, Leah Dale taking third. So about 5.5 minutes for all of these girls. Like I said, this is an endurance race. This is not about, of course it's a race, so of course it's about speed. You want to be the first one finished, obviously, but you won't be if you don't have the endurance. If you don't have the breath control, the discipline, the technique locked in, that's what you need for this one. It's about pacing yourself. So we'll see if in Heat 2 we can see a similar performance. I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed with this first heat. All the girls, once again, I'm noticing that trend. The prelim time is pretty impressive, and then they show up here at the championship, and then they really turn on the gas. They really turn on the juice. They're all, nearly all, beating their prelim times. And here comes Heat 2. Heat 2 of the 500-yard freestyle. This is event 8. 12 events this evening. We've made it to event number 8. Of course, we did skip event 5, which would have been diving. That was done at a different time on another day. So here we have in heat number 2, a new set of swimmers. Sofia Pacheco, she's in lane 1. Elizabeth Vieters in lane 2. Olivia Edwards in lane 3. Mary Sampara, she's in lane 4. Abigail Gortel is in lane 5. Lane 6, Sophia Gimby. Lane 7, Kaya Robleski. And lane 8, Hannah Looney. Looking at their prelim times, a bit quicker, a bit swifter than the previous heat. Let's see where they are at this wall touch here. Just over the 1 minute mark. Looks like lane 4 is in first place. She's followed up by lane 3 and then lane 5 in that order. Lane 4, 3, and 5, that'll be Mary Sampara, Olivia Edwards, and Abigail Gortel. About a quarter of the way through this race. The 500-yard freestyle. Seeing no loss of engagement, no loss of enthusiasm. Everyone's still on their feet. This is a 5+ minute race. People are standing. They're watching with bated breath. Hands in the air. I see Coach. I hear you hear the whistling. Every time the girls get to this end of the pool, you can hear the families pipe up. Everybody wants to see their girl do it. Scoreboard there. 2:38.49. Followed in the lane 3, and then lane 4, we see second place. Lane 3, Olivia Edwards. Lane 4, Mary Sampara. Duking it out for first and second place. Just about 60-70% through this race, roughly. And lane 3 and 4 just battling back and forth. One wall touch, lane 4 is ahead. The next wall touch, lane 3 is ahead, and then back the other way. And I see lane 5 now. Lane 5 trying to get in on the action. Lanes 3, 4, and 5 nearly neck and neck. Lanes 3 and 4 touching the wall there at 3:44.24 and 3:44.45. Lane 5 less than a second behind them. Well, about 1 second behind. Looks like on that pass, lane 3 was able to establish a bit of distance there. About a half a second between lane 3 and 4. So Olivia Edwards trying to make her move here. But Mary Sampara not taking it lying down. It looks like she's going to take the lead at this point. Let's see what the scoreboard says when they hit the wall here. The officials rang the bell over lane 4. That's going to be Mary Sampara. She is in the lead, but only very slightly. A lot of neck-and-neck races tonight, and we're treated to another one right now. We're going to see between lanes 3 and 4. Here's the final. Here's the home stretch. Here's the home stretch. Oh, it looks like lane 4. Mary Sampara is taking it away. There it is, Mary Sampara, first place. Second place, Olivia Edwards, and third place, Abigail Gortel. Very well done. Keeping us on the edge of our seats till the very end there. Neck and neck, back and forth. And I see the handshakes between lanes 3 and 4. Congratulating one another on a well-swum race. A race well swum. Well done, well swum. You did it. I love it. It's so competitive tonight. There's not been one single, well, she left her in the dust. Nope. Everybody's right neck and neck. Every race finishes within seconds of the other. Every swimmer finishes within at least, 2 seconds at most? 2 seconds of the other. Quite impressive. And now we're getting ready for Heat 3. Our third and final heat. Again, this is the 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we see Megan Joe. In lane 2, Olivia Stromandolini. Lane 3, Miriam Yule. Lane 4, Julia Bardo. Lane 5, Addison Marcoja. Lane 6, Julia Tejeda. Lane 7, Lillian White-Charles. Lane 8, Caroline Ward. So this will be the third and final heat from event number 8, the girls' 500-yard freestyle. It's gonna be a real treat. We see Julia Bardo here. I keep giving her a shout out. She's a record holder. She set a brand new record tonight. We'll see what she can do in the 500-yard freestyle. She was able to do that. I believe it was the breaststroke, the 100-yard breaststroke. She was able to set a brand new Class L record. I want to see some more records set. I want to see some more records shattered tonight. Let's make it happen, ladies. Heat 3 of the 500-yard freestyle. And just from what I can spy, it looks like lane 4 out to an early lead. Let's see what the scoreboard has to say about it. Yeah. Lane 4 out to a little bit of a lead. Lane 5 right behind her, and lane 3 right behind her. So lane 4, Julia Bardo, our record holder. Lane 5, Addison Marcoja, and lane 3, Miriam Yule. All three very close to one another in terms of speed on display right now. But again, this is the 500-yard freestyle. Being out to an early lead, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll be at a lead 5 minutes in. We're only about a fifth of the way through this race. It's a long haul. You know, it might be wiser in some cases to just kind of pace yourself, intentionally go a bit slower than your maximum speed to try to save some reserves for when we're down to the last, we're up to a 4.5 minutes in, and the rest of the field is tired. Then you can kick the jets on and make up some ground. But it's all about pacing yourself. It's all about conserving energy. It's all about cardiovascular strength, breath control, and technique. But with all that said, lane 4 continuing to extend that lead. Julia Bardo. Perhaps this is her pacing herself. Julia Bardo way out in lead. Looks like Addison Marcoja is right behind her, and Miriam Yule also. The two of them duking it out for second. Stroke for stroke, it looks like lane 5 just about a half a second ahead of lane 3, separating second and third place. But once again, Julia Bardo, she's halfway down the pool before everyone else has touched the wall. She's going nuts out there. Looking at Julia's prelim time, she did it in 4 minutes, 58.61 seconds. She's gunning for the record. She wants it. She wants another record. But she did have the fastest prelim time by over 10 seconds. So, gonna see big things from her on this race. This must be her forte. Just crossing over the 4-minute mark now. We see Julia Bardo way out ahead. In second place, lane 3. And third place, lane 5. About 10 seconds separates first and second place. And there's the bell. Julia Bardo, the bell tolls for thee, but in a really good way, though. Like in the best way it could go. And here we are, 4 minutes and 45 seconds into this race. Here's Julia Bardo. It looks like she's just gonna miss the record there. Finishing first place is lane 4, Julia Bardo. 4 minutes, 55.12 seconds. She's about 5 seconds off the Class L record. Second place, lane 3, Miriam Ewell. And third place, lane 5, Addison Marcoja. Very well done. Very great, great job. Julia Bardo putting on a show out here. Just as I was saying, it's so competitive. No one finishing with that much of a gap between first and last place. Well, here comes Julia Bardo to shut my mouth. She went ahead and what a swim. That was impressive. Very impressive. That was the final heat of the 500-yard freestyle, and as the girls make their way back down here to the near end of the pool, we see some warm-up swims happening here, some swimmers hopping into the water. Because if we're being honest, that was about 15, 20 minutes of the non-participants just kind of watching, cheering, yes, but not swimming. So we got to get loosened back up. We got to get those shoulders nice and mobile. Hips and knees need to be fluid, right? To move through the water, you need to be fluid yourself, yeah? Especially for this next one. The next event is going to be event number 9. That will be the 200-yard freestyle relay. So as the girls warm up, this might be a great opportunity for you to step away from your television or from your computer for just 1 second. Go grab yourself a sandwich. Go grab yourself something to drink. Grab a Coke. I'm a Pepsi guy. Maybe grab a Pepsi. You know, if you like it, then I guess Dr. Pepper. It's available for you to purchase. But go get you a snack. Come on back. We'll be here for the 200-yard freestyle. Ladies and gentlemen, stay with us. This is the CIAC Class L Championship Swim Meet. Hey, swim fans. Swim fans, I hope you're back. I hope you went and got your snack and you've made it back now. Because we're about to begin. We're just about to begin. The girls are in the water. This will be the 100-yard backstroke. So 8 swimmers in the water right now. In lane 1, we see Tara Mladzi. Tara Mladzi is in lane 1. In lane 2, Sela Cahill. Lane 3, Hailey Jalakas. Phoebe Bragg is in lane 4. Jalen Wheeler is in lane 5. Hannah Looney is in lane 6. Lane 7, Caitlin Kumpf. And lane 8, Lexi Dominguez. This again, the 100-yard backstroke. After the first wall touch, we see lane 4 out to a lead. That's Phoebe Bragg. Her prelim time was pretty speedy, 1 minute 3.99 seconds. She was ahead of the pack with that prelim time, the rest of the girls in her heat. And there it is, lane 5, Jalen Wheeler taking first place, just barely edging out Phoebe. In lane 4, Phoebe Bragg taking second place, and in lane 3, third place, Hailey Jalakas. Very well done to all of those swimmers, all of them outdoing their seed times. Very nice, very nice. Just looking at the record there, the Class L record was set back in 2019 by Maddie Haley. She was able to do it in less than a minute. She did it in 56.02 seconds. Very fast. Just gliding across the water. Taking a look at the state record, though, that was in 2015 by Marcella McGuire. She did it in 54.13 seconds. That's unthinkably fast. That's so quick. That's so quick. Here we go for Heat 2. We'll see if anyone can match up. Heat 2, in lane 1, we see Lauren Waitkus. Lane 2, Carly Cahill. Lane 3, Juliana Pozzolini. Lane 4, Chloe Adams. Lane 5, Ellie Park. Lane 6, Megan McLaren. Lane 7, Savannah Moore. Lane 8, Arya Mulmy. And with the naked eye, they're all neck and neck. And looking at the scoreboard at the first wall touch, we see lane 5. It's going to be Ellie Park. She's out to a hefty lead, well, not a hefty lead, an early lead, I should say, because it's actually a pretty tight field. Let's see if she can hang on to that lead as they hit the final. There it is, lane 6. Lane 6 sneaking out. Megan McLaren sneaking up from nowhere, taking first place. Just edging out Ellie Park. Then lane 5, and then lane 3 taking third place, Juliana Pozzolini. But once again, most swimmers here outdoing their prelim time, so well done. Got to note the self-improvement for sure. And here we are, preparing for heat number 3 of event number 10, the 100-yard backstroke. Our in-house PA announcer just calling off the swimmers, and I think I'll do the same. In lane 1, J.E. Rout. Lane 2, Samantha Haley. Lane 3, Francesca Fosco. Lane 4, Natalia Gajecki. Lane 5, Adriana Spellman. Lane 6, Sarah Kim. Lane 7, Elizabeth Bodie. And lane 8, Caroline Geese. Taking a look at these prelim times for Heat 3, most girls able to do this in less than a minute. We're going to see something here, and we're going to see a real show. We're going to see a real show. I'm looking at Natalia, lane 4. Natalia Gajecki came in with the top prelim time. She was able to do this in her prelims 56.95 seconds. We'll see what she can do here when it's the real deal, when the pressure is on. Here they go. Here they go. Making their way down, hitting the wall and turning back. This again, the 100-yard backstroke. So at this wall touch, we'll be seeing them at about the halfway point. There it is. Looks like lane 4 out to an early lead over lane 5. And then lane 3. 4, 5, and 3. That'll be Natalia Gajecki, Adriana Spellman, and Francesca Fusco in that order. But let's see if those places hold as we hit the final stretch here. 55 seconds into this race, just about. Who's going to hit that wall? There it is, lane 4. Natalia Gajecki taking first place. Lane 3, Francesca Fusco in second. And lane 5, Adriana Spellman. Very well done. A round of applause for all of our swimmers. We're being treated to quite the spectacle this evening. Looking at lane 4 there, Natalia Gajecki. She did it in 56.85 seconds. So close to the record. The record was 56.02. She was less than a second away. Less than a second from that record. Maddie Haley, your 2019 record is still safe. You can sleep soundly tonight. But just so you know, Natalia is coming for you. She's only a junior. She's got another year. So here we go. We're moving right along. We've moved on now, or we're about to rather, to event number 11, the 100-yard breaststroke. The 100-yard breaststroke, event number 11. The girls are taking their places. In lane 1 for Heat 1, we see Lucy Chernisky. Lane 2, Amelia Beliuscati. Lane 3, Olivia Perkowski. Lane 4, Maddie Gimby. Lane 5, Peyton Mascarinas. Lane 6, Catherine Atwood. Lane 7, Sina Patel. And lane 8, Jillian Arcilla. This again, the 100-yard breaststroke. As they approach the wall now for the halfway point. The halfway point wall touch. We'll see who's in first place. First place will go right now to lane 4, followed swiftly by lane 8. Lane 4 we'll see Maddie Gimby, and in lane 8, Jillian Arcilla. I may be pronouncing that incorrectly. It could be Arcia. I apologize for any and all mispronunciations tonight. But I will not apologize for my enthusiasm at this race. Everybody is neck and neck as we hit the home stretch here. Just about to touch the wall. Who's going to get it? Lane 4. Lane 4, Maddie Gimby. Followed by lane 5, Peyton Mascarinas. And lane 2, Amelia Beluscati. Very well done. Just taking a look at the records here. The Class L record was set in 2016 by Kaki Christensen. And she was able to do this in 1 minute, 1.93 seconds. The state record, that was set by Lauren Walsh just a few years ago in 2021. She did it in 1 minute, 1.04 seconds. So only slightly faster than the Class L record. So 101. If anybody can get this done in 101 or less, they've got a new record, Class L and state. Heat 1 is pulling themselves out of the water right now. And Heat 2 is getting ready to jump in. In Heat 2. Heat 2, Lane 1, Kea Robleski. Lane 2, Erin Lucci. Lane 3, Gabrielle Williamson. Lane 4, Gwendolyn Bai. Lane 5, Maya Cruiser. Lane 6, Caitlin Knowles. Lane 7, Irene Chen. And lane 8, Anna Shu. That's again the 100-yard breaststroke. And here the girls are making their way to the halfway point. Coming up on the wall touch. To the naked eye, I think I see lane 3 out to a lead. Can't quite tell. Yes, lane 3 out to a very slight lead. But the pack is close. Lane 3, then lane 5. Followed up by lane 8. 3, that's Gabriella Williamson. Maya Cruiser, and then Anna Shu. Here we are, home stretch. Who's got it? Lane 5 taking first place. Lane 5, Maya Cruiser, well done to you. Lane 4, Gwendolyn Bai taking second place. And then lane 6, Caitlin Knowles taking third. A tight pack here. A tight pack. First place finishing in 1 minute 10 seconds. Last place taking only 1 minute 13 seconds. So very competitive. Very competitive. As indicated by their prelim times. It looked like it was an even tighter pack there. So here we are. We're getting ready now for the third heat. The third heat of the girls' 100-yard breaststroke. This is event 11 of 12. We're coming down to the wire. We're coming down to the end here. Heat 3 of the penultimate event. In lane 1, we see Ava Piccioneri. Lane 2, Grace Fisher. Lane 3, Laura Letier. Lane 4, Maria Lee. Lane 5, Julia Herbert. Lane 6, Alexa Kwarzinski. Lane 7, Mindy Zhao. And lane 8, Ella Hall. Taking a look at their prelim times, they were pretty speedy. Some even coming in at about a minute 5. Minute and 5 seconds. Brushing up against the record there with that. Only a few seconds off. So our in-house PA announcer just giving the shout-outs there as the girls now take their positions and get on their marks, just waiting for the officials to start this race. There it is. They're in the water. And no one decisively in the lead here at this near wall touch. We'll see what the scoreboard says when they make it back. If I had to choose, I would say maybe lane 4 or 5. It's close. Lane 4 and 5, very close to one another. Lane 5 touching the wall at 30.24 seconds. Lane 4, 30.38 seconds. And then lane 3, right behind him, 30.96 seconds. Only about a half a second separating first and third place here. And here comes the final stretch. The home stretch, who's going to take it? Is it going to be lane 4? Is it going to be lane 5? Lane 5. Lane 5 taking it. Lane 4 in second. Lane 3 in third. Well done. Lane 5, Julia Herbert. Lane 4, Maria Lee. And lane 3, Laura Ledier. Very well done. All of our swimmers putting in the effort. Very good, very good. Looks like a lot of prelim times again, a lot of prelim times broken. Lane 5, Julia Herbert, she did her prelim time was 1 minute and 6 seconds. 3 seconds faster on competition day when it counts, right? I love that. Same for Maria Lee. And same for Laura, slightly faster as well. Self-improvement, you gotta love it. When you can see someone improving right before your very eyes.
So many heats.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got some swimmers entering the water for some warm-up laps because we're about to hit our final event. The final event, the 12th event. That's going to be the 400-yard freestyle relay. 3 heats on that one as well. It's a relay, so we'll see 4 swimmers per lane. And it's all freestyle. No medley this time. No backstroke, no breaststroke, no butterfly. All freestyle, 400 yards. Each swimmer responsible for 100 of those yards. So that means from the starting position to our end of the pool, then back to the starting position. And then back to our end of the pool. Once more. Down and back 2 times for each girl. So for this one coordination needed, teamwork needed, and again, it's a long haul, so endurance. Which swimmer are you putting in at what point? There's a strategy play to be made here, right? Who's your fastest swimmer? Do you want them first? Do you want them as your anchor swimmer? Do you want them to cover any ground that might have been lost in the earlier portions of the relay? There's a lot to think about from the coach's end. And there's a lot to think about as a swimmer. But as our swimmers get warmed up for this last event, we want to thank everybody for joining us. And I want to invite you now to just go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. You hit that button, you can get some more goodness, some more good high school sports here in West Hartford. We don't just bring you the high school sports, we bring you all the high school events. We'll bring you a graduation, we'll bring you a school play, we'll bring you pops and jazz, we'll bring you all that good stuff. We'll bring you original programming, you know. We'll bring you town events. If for some reason you couldn't find your way to celebrate West Hartford, we covered it for you. If for some reason you missed the Halloween stroll, we brought it to you. If for some reason you can't make the holiday stroll, we'll do that too. We'll get an interview with Santa Claus so that you don't have to bother. You hit that subscribe button on WHCI.com, or rather, excuse me, on YouTube. You'll be made aware of all of these wonderful things. But if you do want to go to a .com, you can go to WHCI.online, and you can see what we do. You can see what we're up to. You can see how you can get involved. You can see how to volunteer. You can see where to find us. If you've got an idea you want to bring to life, if you've got an idea for original programming, you can do that. We can help you do that. If you just want to volunteer and give back to the community, you can do that too. We're always looking for helping hands. So viewers, this is a great time right now. I just heard the PA announcer say 2 minutes, 2 more minutes of warm-up laps. That's just enough time to run to the kitchen grab like a little bag of chips or something, whatever snack you've got. Maybe, you know, I like chips and hummus. You know, maybe some pita chips or something. Go do that. Get you some iced tea. I said soda before, but you know, it's getting later. Maybe some iced tea would be a better move, or hot tea even. Hot tea. You know, I'm gonna go have some hot tea when we get out of here. It's a good day for that. Cold day, hot tea. Come back to us. We'll be right here at the start of the girls' 400-yard freestyle relay. Hey swim fans, I hope you made it to your kitchen and back in time because we're about to start. This is the 400-yard freestyle relay. We're live at Cornerstone Pool in West Hartford. This is the CIAC Class L Championship, the final event, the 12th event. 400-yard freestyle relay in the water. We have heat number 1 right now. 3 lanes are active. Lanes 3, 4, and 5. In lane 3, E.O. Smith. Anna Tolman's in the water. Rachel Prathapan. I love that name. Rachel Prathapan, very nice. Natalie Baker and Claire Tolman. That's lane 3 from E.O. Smith. Lane 4 from Naugatuck. Gia Lennon, Lindsay Hacker, Sydney Connolly, and Amy Morrissey. Lane 5 from Shelton, Morgan Bushrati, Stephanie Pinard, Elena Gasparo, and Julia Kiley. This again, the 400-yard freestyle. 4 swimmers per lane, each swimmer responsible for swimming from the starting point to us and then back twice, down and back twice, for a total of 100 yards. So now we see them about to touch the wall. We'll check the scoreboard in 1 second. Looks like lane 3 out to a lead. About a second and a half ahead of lane 5, who's about a half a second ahead of lane 4. So that'll be E.O. Smith in the lead, Shelton right behind, and Naugatuck right behind them. But it looks like this leg of the relay, lane 4 holding the lead, but lane 3 trying to cut into it just a bit. Lane 4 still in the lead. And this set of relayers for lanes 3 and 5 have their work cut out for them. E.O. Smith and Shelton got some ground to cover. And there's lane 4 now. About 4.5 seconds ahead of the pack. Naugatuck cutting straight through the water. Taking a look at the records for this one. The Class L record set in 2015 by New Canaan. They were able to finish this one in 3 minutes, 29.05 seconds. And as I say that, we cross over that line, so that record is no longer in danger. The state record was set in 2022 by Ridgefield. They did it in 3 minutes, 26.30 seconds. At this point, lane 4 just kind of pulling away with it. And there it is, lane 4, 4 minutes, 8:33. 4 minutes, 8 seconds. And 0.3 of a second. There's second place, E.O. Smith. In third place, Shelton. So congratulations to Naugatuck there. Beating their prelim time by quite the margin, actually. By over 10 seconds? Nearly 10 seconds. But both other teams also able to at least match their prelim time. Here comes heat number 2. You see the swimmers now extract themselves from the pool. And we get ready for heat 2. For heat 2, we'll see a few more lanes active now. Still 4 swimmers per lane. We'll see in lane 1, Newington, Avery Atkinson, Abigail Anderson, Thea DeWitt, and Sophia Napuli. In lane 2, New Milford, Kiara Douglas, Lucy Chernsky, Morgan Andrews, and Rain Zheng. Lane 3, Newington, Lauren Smiley, Anna Shu, Lillian Esaleta, and Dielzia Limani. Lane 4, Amity, Mary Sampara, Corey Duchette, Arya Mulmy, and Elizabeth Bodie. Lane 5, Farmington, Abby Bartlett, Alexandra Urbanowitz, Jay Rout, and Jenny Liu. Lane 6, Hall High School, Miriam Ewell, Sophia Edelman, Jessica Verkerman, and Lexi Dominguez. Lane 7 is Middletown, Isabella Samolis, Emma Pescienza, Isabella Sparrow, and Carrie Go. Lane 8 will see South Windsor, Molly Gross, Abigail Smagantz, Sarah Lambert, and Catherine Vieira. As our officials make sure that everything is official, and they officiate officially, of course. We get ourselves ready for this next heat. Looks like it's official. According to the officials, they've officiated. And here we go. They're in the water. They are in the water. Taking a look at their prelim times, some of these squads were able to do this in less than 4 minutes. Pretty impressive. Looks like the quickest I see is Newtown. They were able to do it. Newton was able to do it in, oh, excuse me, no, that's Amity. Newton was right behind them. Amity was able to do it in 3 minutes and 48 seconds. Looking at the scoreboard right now, I see lane 6. Lane 6 in the lead, that's Hall High School. See if Hall can hang on to that lead. It looks like they're being contested by lane 4. Yes, Hall slightly ahead of Farmington there. But with a new swimmer in the water, can they keep up that intensity? Again, this is what I was saying, the strategic calls of when do you place an individual swimmer in a relay. You know, a team is as good as the members on it. Your swim team is as fast as your slowest swimmer. And if they're in your relay, maybe you want them right up front, maybe you want them middle of the pack, maybe you want them all the way at the end. It's a strategy call. But places change often in relays, and now that's what we see right now. It looks like now lane 4 and 5. Lane 5 in the lead, lane 4. Oh, excuse me, it's lane 5. Yes, lane 5, then lane 4 in first and second place. Excuse me, my eyes were deceiving me for a second there. Lane 5, Farmington. Lane 4, Amity. And just like that, Hall not quite as much in contention as they were a moment ago. Now it's all about lanes 4, 5, and 3. Those are your first, second, and third placers right now. Lane 4, Amity, doing a great job of holding down their lead. And as I say that, lane 5 has overtaken them. Farmington now in the lead. You can't speak too soon. As soon as you say something, as soon as I say what I see has changed. Lane 5 looks like they're hanging on to it. Lane 5, Farmington has grabbed that lead and they don't want to let it go. Looking at what looks to be the home stretch here. There it is, lane 5, 3 minutes, 42.87 seconds. That's lane 5, Farmington High School taking first there. In second place, we see lane 4, Amity, 3 minutes, 46.55. And in lane 3, third place, Newington, 3 minutes, 47.78 seconds. Very well done to all of our swimmers. Slipping through the water quite quickly. Very impressed, very impressive. And here we go. Here we go. We are getting ready. We are getting ready for the final heat of the final event of this championship swim meet. And everybody in here knows that's what we're about to do. The energy is high. People are raising their voices, they're stamping their feet, and they're clapping their hands. I hear more whistles than just what the officials have. They're in. Again, the final heat of the 400-yard freestyle in lane 1, Maloney Platt. Riley Beningi, Sarah Kim, Cameron Yepes, and Addison Marcoja. Lane 2, Ward, Elizabeth Lake, Lillian White-Charles, Kimberly Velasquez, and Adriana Spellman. Lane 3, Darien, Lisa Jalakis, Ilse Fedrokano, Caroline Ward, and Bridget Moore. Lane 4, Cheshire, Courtney Gutman, Grace Henke, Annabelle Superchi and Julia Tejeda. Lane 5, Fitch Coop, Sophia Pacheco, Jalen Wheeler, Elliot Singer, and Anna Orphanides. Lane 6, Wilton, Veda Congitera, Megan Lucier, Phoebe Bragg, and Anya Congitera. Lane 7, New Canaan, Emma Peloso, Teresa Kelly, Ellie Park, and Caitlin Knowles. And in lane 8, Conard High School, Megan Joe, Layla Harhay, Jane Harhay, and Gracie Loney. And the energy is ridiculous in here. It's loud, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody listening. It's loud in here. And I love it. I love the school spirit. I love the energy. Cheering on their girls, cheering on their swimmers, cheering on their teammates, their students, their daughters, their nieces, their granddaughters, their sisters, everybody here. Everybody here making noise for the ones they love, and I love it. I think it's the fantastic thing. Taking a look at that scoreboard, looks like lane 4 is out to a strong lead. Out to a strong lead is lane 4, and looking at the prelim times, they were in a strong lead there as well. Managed to finish this one a good 3 seconds ahead of anyone else in the prelim times. And looking at lane 1, it looks like our final relayer is in the water. We shall have a winner momentarily. Who is it gonna be? Coming down to the home stretch, lane 4. Gonna hit this near wall and then turn it right around. They've got 10 seconds to get that Class L record. Looks like the record window has passed. But first place, they'll take first place. That's all right. And just like that, lane 4, Cheshire. Cheshire's taking first place. Lane 6, Wilton's taking second. And lane 3, Darien, taking third. What a race. All teams coming in under 4 minutes. Very nice. I love this. This is really impressive swimming. What a swim meet. We said this is why this is the championship. This is why this is the championship. Not every swimmer, not every team made it here. These teams all season working hard to qualify, to be here, to compete, and showing us tonight why they're here. Showing us tonight how they made it here. Very, very impressive display from everyone. I'm so glad we got to see this. I'm so glad you guys got to join us for this. Hey, listen, if you haven't done it yet, I know I said it a couple of times, but if you haven't done it yet, you can hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on WHCI on YouTube, you hit that subscribe button, and you can be treated to this awesomeness on a regular basis. If you're joining us from NFHS Network, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us there as well. We appreciate you guys. If you want to run over to YouTube and hit subscribe on the YouTube channel there, WHCI on YouTube, West Hartford Community Interactive, we'd appreciate you doing that as well. And you can catch these sports. Even if you're not a West Hartford resident, we'll bring you your sports. When you guys come here, Cheshire, when you guys come here and you play Hall or Conard, we'll show that. Farmington, we'll show you Darien, we'll show you all. Right? It's all in love, it's all in good fun, and it's all in friendly camaraderie, all in sportsmanship. Thank you for joining us. Thank you to the officials. Thank you to the respective athletic departments. Thank you to the coaches, the parents, the teachers, the students. Thank you to the trainers. Thank you to town management for keeping the pool open, clean, and ready for us. We appreciate all of you. Thank you to the residents. Thank you to you for watching. We love you. Have a great night. My name again, Chris Prentice. This is WHCI, and we will see you at the next one.
CIAC Class L Women's Swimming and Diving Champions with a score of 620 points.
Hey fans, I know I already said goodnight, but Darian won first place, and they all just jumped in the pool. The coach just jumped in. He's got his shoes on. He's wearing a polo. He is not swim ready, but he's in there celebrating with the girls. That's awesome. I thought you needed to see this. This is amazing. Look at that. They won first place. They are the champions, my friends. Congratulations to Darian for winning the Class L Championship, CIAC Class L Championship. Well done, ladies. Well done, coach. You all deserve it. Well earned. Okay, now good night. Have a great one.